Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? I'm finally vlogging. What is right here on my shirt? A little fuzzy or something. A little fuzzy or something. Finally, sitting down and relaxing and vlogging. I just made a cup of coffee. This is the, why can't I remember what this is called? The Barstello or Barello. It's like the espresso blend roast. Did you guys know what I'm talking about? I'll remember it in just a second what it's called. But anyway, it's the red and yellow coffee. It's been around forever. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like real strong. I actually have not had this in quite some time. I bought a box of the K-Pods. So let's try it and see if it's good. I was like, I need a strong cup of coffee tonight. A strong roast. For those of you that know the joke about the roast, because I know nothing about roasts. Let's try this. Is it Barstello? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, it's good. Bitter. It's a bitter roast. It's a bitter blend. It's strong. It's a strong cup of coffee. It reminds me of like gas station coffee at 2 o'clock in the morning on like a cold February night when it's like snowing outside and you get the very bottom. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best coffee that I've had. Did I just say it was good? It's okay. It's like, you know, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and you're on your way home, you know, or whatever, or like on a road trip, and it's like snowing outside and you pull in this gas station and they don't even have like the machines. They just have like the old school gas station where they have like, you know, the, what do you call it? The coffee, why can't I think of anything today? Why can't I think of what that's called? The coffee jug is what I want to call it. I honestly, I'm like so fried. I have like been filming videos all day long today and been trying to get them up, and I've been having such a hard time posting these videos. It's like the internet is so slow. What's that called? The coffee pot. The coffee pot. The pot calling the kettle black. That's what it is. The coffee pot. You know, like when you get, like you go in the gas station, you're like, do you guys have any coffee? And they're like, I mean, a little bit over there. It's been on there for like 4 hours, and you get it and it tastes burnt. That's what this kind of tastes like. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? But you drink it anyway, and then you love it, and you're like, it's so hot and so warm, and it's so cold and snowing outside. That's what this coffee tastes like. Much of the coffee that my friend Tanya Jean and I have drank over the years on our way to Walmart and Meijer and things like that. You ever have one of those days that just doesn't go quite the way that you thought it would? I actually didn't sleep too late today. Well, for one, because I set my alarm for earlier than I usually get up. And second of all, because Boo Radley just did not want to let me sleep today. I snoozed my alarm like once. And I said, 5 more minutes, Boo Radley, 5 more minutes. And with Tucker, like Tucker and Pee-Pee, if I said 5 more minutes, well, Pee-Pee like hardly ever. Like, if Pee-Pee got up, it was because he had to go, like, outside, like, that second. All 3 dogs have been really good about, like, being potty trained and holding it and stuff like that. But Boo Radley had just gone out, and like the alarm went off like 2 hours later. So I knew he didn't have to go outside. Well, I didn't think he did. And so anyway, so Tucker, like if I said to Tucker 5 more minutes, Tucker, like I literally could say 5 more minutes, Tucker, and I'd call him Tukey. I'd be like 5 more minutes, Tukey. And Tucker would like go back and he'd just like circle a couple times and lay back down. Every time I said that. Pee-Pee like just really got up when I got up. Boo Radley, I like say 5 more minutes. And he like huffs and puffs and stuff like that. Like he's up, he's ready to go, you know. So I got up and I brought him outside. And he like peed like 15 places. And I'm like looking at him like, you're not even peeing. There's nothing. You just wanted to be outside, which is, you know, I understand that. But anyway, so then I was up. So I was like, okay. So I've been doing all these towels. I've been doing all this laundry of the towels. And so I was like, you know, folding towels and doing towels and going through the laundry in the closet. I really don't have that much. But I have like, we have like sheets and blankets and towels and stuff like that I'm like trying to get all that stuff done. So I was doing all that, and then I was cleaning the kitchen, and then I was talking to my neighbors, and it's just like time got away from me. And then I was like, okay, And Alex was texting me, and he was like, I'll be done like right at 5, I'll be home right after that. And I was like, okay, and I like looked at the clock, and at that point it was like 20 after 3, and I was like, I gotta start getting these videos done if I'm gonna make some videos, right? And I was like, where did the day go? I'm like literally standing in the kitchen just like picking up a book and like reading the back of it. That's where my day went. I was like cleaning up the space in the kitchen by like where I keep all my books and pens and stuff like that. Cleaning up here, cleaning up there, cleaning up my area around the computer. Just stupid stuff. It's just, my day just went away from me. And what was so funny was I had made this list last night of all the videos that I wanted to make on all my channels. I had like this whole drama video all outlined to make. I had it all like written out. I had screenshots in order of what I wanted to read and what I wanted to use. So I knew what I was doing for my drama video today. And I honestly I know what video I'm making for my drama video tomorrow. It's old OG kind of funny drama. But I like when I know like what I'm going to do on my channels the next day, because then I can just get up and I can just be like, oh, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. So I had all of my channels except for my Peter Does Stuff. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do on my Peter Does Stuff channel today. I have a list of like, my phone's inside, I'm uploading a video. Who'd guess, right? I have a list on my phone of like 6 to 8 videos, but they're rather serious videos. Like, my therapist suggested that I did a video on how like I've worked through the OCD and like what was really helpful to me in that process, because we were talking about it, and some of the things that I found, like he, you know, all the suggestions that he made, some of the things that he said I found really helpful, and other things I didn't find helpful. And then some of the things that he kind of downplayed, I found more helpful than others. And he said, you know, I think that would be, like, if you wanted to make a video, he's like, you've already, because he knew I had already talked about my OCD on several channels on my Peter Does Stuff. And he was like, you know, that might be a good video for you to help other people, like your experience of how you worked through the OCD. He was like, I think that would be a good video for you. He goes, plus it would also be a good video for you, like down the road, if it comes back up, that you could reference back to that video. You could go back and watch that video, like if your OCD comes back around, and it'd be you talking to yourself about how you worked through the OCD. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I've had that video and I have a couple videos over there that I've wanted to do that are of more serious nature on my Peter Does Stuff channel, but I just didn't really feel like it today, in all honesty. Like, I was like, the drama video, it's like, I mean, it's a serious video, but it's, you know, it's not like OCD, you know, but I just was like, I don't want everybody to be like, you know, this. So anyway, after I made my drama video, I like took Boo Radley out, and there were packages out here. So I was like, oh, I'll just do a quick little haul for my Peter Does Stuff channel, because it was like stuff that was like fun that I had ordered, that I had like just ordered like I got online last night, and I ordered some stuff online on Amazon and whatever. So I was like, okay, this is like kind of like some fun stuff, so I can just do like a quick little haul of this stuff. So I did that, and then I knew what I wanted to do for my review video, but okay, you have to watch my review video to understand this. What I thought I was reviewing, what I thought I had in my pantry was not what I had in my pantry. I thought, like in my mind's eye, I totally thought like that I had like, I don't know how to explain this, but like if you swore that you had like, let's just say you thought that you had like a Coca-Cola, right? Like you're like, oh, I know I have a Coca-Cola in my refrigerator. Like you'd swear, like put your life, your money, everything on it, right? But you go in there and it's actually like a Dr. Pepper. That's how it was, right? So that was my review video, and then, well, so that was after Alex came home that I filmed my review video, and I filmed my Peterisms video out here. And then I wanted to do, so I'm trying to post on a more regular basis on my Peter Watches TV channel, because I'm like loving that channel. And so I'm trying to post more regularly over there. And so I have like 10 shows that I still have to like review over there and talk about. So I'm like trying to do the ones that are the most current, because those are the ones that people are watching. So I think those are probably the ones, like the Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, all that, those can kind of wait a little bit. But I just watched Under the Bridge, and so I wanted to do a review of it. The other thing is this, is that when I wait to do a review like a week or two, especially when I've watched other shows, they kind of like start melting into each other. And so I kind of forget. So I was like, I mean, I don't forget the show, but like I forget specific details that like if you catch me, like Tanya and I always talk about TV shows. And so like right after I watched Under the Bridge, I talked to her the next day. That was Saturday. So when I finished it on Sunday, I talked to her the next day, and we were like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I finished the Valley. She and I talked about the Valley. So, like, the very next day, it's, like, good for me to talk about it, because it's, like, I've just been watching it and thinking about it. Like, the Valley is another one that I need to make that video, too. I'll probably do that tomorrow. So, because while it's, like, you know, hot in my mind and things like that. So, So I had this whole list of videos. I wanted to make this booktube video today, and it just was like time got away from me. And then I got all the videos, like they were all rendering and uploading at the same time. Well, okay, you can't. Like, you can only upload so many videos at a time, 2 videos at a time, right? So it's like one on the computer and like one on my phone. So it's like, you know, you can't, 2 on my computer, 1 on my phone. And so it's like, and they were all, like, really slow. Like, the ones, well, the phone was fast, but on the computer, it was, like, an hour for each of these videos that were, like, 15 minutes long. 17 minutes, I think one of them was. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, so I was waiting for them to, like, my drama video to get done on my phone so I could upload the, what was it video? The review on my phone, and now I'm uploading my Peterisms video on the phone. So when I get done with this vlog, all the other videos should be uploaded. I just made my thumbnail for the drama video. I'm going to watch it back and then post that after I post the other videos and then the vlog. So it's been like a busy day. It's been like a real busy day. No pool today. Now, okay, you want to do a little time and weather check? So when I came out here, I looked at the microwave when I was like in the kitchen. When I was walking out, I looked at it. It said 6:53. So it's 6:53 when I came out here. It's late tonight for me to vlog. And it is currently 68 degrees. It was like a high of 70 today. Which, you know, 2 months ago I would have loved. I would have been like, oh my god, that's hot, right? But today it feels cool. But it doesn't matter because I couldn't go to the pool anyway. You know why? Because the pool is closed. We got this email about the pool being closed because, do you remember how I said that they didn't know if the pool was going to open on time because some pipe was broken? Well, apparently that pipe broke. And so they closed the pool to have it fixed. They said it would be fixed really soon. I thought that would be like maybe today they would email us back, but I don't think they did. I haven't checked my email in a couple hours, so I don't think that's today, though, so it'll probably be. But it's not supposed to be warm again. I was talking to Tanya last night, because I was like, her granddaughter's visiting, and I was like, are you guys going to the pool tomorrow? And she was like, no, I don't think so. It's supposed to be like 70. She's like, in all honesty, she's gone to the pool once for 2 hours. And I was like, why haven't you gone to the pool more? I looked. Okay, so, well, I'll tell you about the calendar thing in just a second, because I've gone like 7 times to the pool so far this year, 7 or 8 times, which is good. I think that's good. Like, I've used it quite a bit so far. And so I said, why haven't you gone to the pool that much? And she goes, you know, in all honesty, I don't really think it's been that hot. And I was like, yeah, that's true. I was like, our pool, our water, it's like cold, but it's not super cold. Like, you can stay in it. The coldest part is like your head sticking out of the water. And like when you get out of the water to dry off, like that's the coldest part. Like the water, when you're in it, is really not that cold, which is weird because our pool is not heated. So, but anyway, I wouldn't have gone to the pool today anyway, and I probably wouldn't go to the pool tomorrow because tomorrow I have a bunch of videos that I want to film, and then I totally forgot. I thought it was next week. We have marriage counseling tomorrow. So I'll have to get an Uber to marriage counseling. I'm like thinking through my husband, like we laid in bed last night and he was telling me like all the things he has to do this week. Wednesday, he has his friend's business is having like an open house right after he gets off work. So he's leaving work and he's going to that, so that won't be late. He'll be home early on Wednesday night. Thursday night, he has nothing. Friday night, he's having that dinner with his girlfriend that he's supposed to have had for like the last 6 months. They keep on rescheduling it. The last time he rescheduled it because of Melissa's birthday. So they're supposed to go out on Friday. I don't know that I put a lot of money down that dinner is going to happen. And then Saturday night, his friend, so Alex's 40th birthday is the 21st. He's going to be 40 on the 21st. And so he has like all these different groups of friends that are having dinners for him. He has like 15 dinners this month. So at first, it turned out it was just going to be like this girl's dinner. It was like 5 of them that were going out to dinner. And then he said to me this weekend, he was like, his one friend, she asked if she could bring her boyfriend. And so he said, if she brings her boyfriend, do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And so she's bringing her boyfriend. The girl that's throwing it is bringing her boyfriend. I like both of their boyfriends. And so it's like 5 girls, well, 5 people, including Alex. And then like 3, it's going to be like the 3 of us are going to have couples and the other 2 girls are not bringing their partners. One girl I think is single and the other girl has a boyfriend. I met him at the wedding that we went to a while ago. He was really nice. Sober too. That was so funny. Did I talk about that night? I don't think I talked about it on here. I told Tanya all about it because like, I go to, like, north side meetings. He goes to, like, south side meetings. And so when we were talking, he was like, and I knew that he was sober because Alex had told me. And I had never met him before. And he was really, really nice. And, I mean, this isn't somebody that, like, Alex hangs out with this girl, like, every once in a while. But I knew that her boyfriend was sober. But I didn't really know much about it. And so we were standing there. And he was like, I could tell he was, like, real shy and stuff. And so I said to him, because I was, like, standing there and I thought, should I bring it up? Should I not? I mean, I would with anybody else, right? But not, I was like, he hasn't been sober. He's been sober, I think, what did he say? He had just had 3. He just celebrated, like, 3 years. And so he was like, I was standing there and I was like, so, I hear you're sober. And he's like, yeah, I hear you're sober. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, what's your sobriety birthday? So we were talking. Well, we started talking about people. It's so weird how small the sobriety community is. He knows my sponsor. He's, like, met her multiple times. He, like, knows good friends of mine. Like, when we started talking, I mean, it was like a high school reunion. Like, he knew, like, so many people that I knew. I knew so many people that he knew. It was really nice. But anyway, so I think she's coming, but I don't think her boyfriend's coming because I think he has to work. Oh, here's my neighbor from the pickleball. I was going to ask him who won, but... Did you guys win?
Yes.
You won?
Yes.
Did you beat him? Oh, good. You all won. Aww. He didn't look very happy. It was him and 2 women, my neighbor across the street. They've changed all the days of pickleball. I actually thought about doing it because, like, I think it's, what is tonight, Monday? It's Monday night, Wednesday night, and then, like, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. I think we know I'm not going to be up for that, right? But I thought Monday and Wednesday night I could do that, right? Because they were asking for, like, more people to be involved in pickleball or something like that. So I was thinking about it, and I was kind of like, no, I think I'll spend my summer at the pool. Okay, speaking of the pool, so that calendar book, if you follow my Peter Does Stuff channel, okay? So I wanted to get this calendar book. I don't know where I came up with this idea. It was something I'd seen online, somebody. Oh my God, I have something so exciting to tell you guys. I'm gonna show it in a Peter Does Stuff video. I'm like, should I wait for the Peter Does Stuff video? But I'll just share it with you guys. Well, I'll just share it with you now, and then I'll get back to the address books. So last night I was ordering stuff online, okay? So I got a bunch of stuff at Birdwell, and I really liked the 2 button-down collars, well, not button-down collars, but they're button-up shirts that are short sleeve. I really like them for summer, like with jeans or shorts or whatever to go out to dinner. And so I got online and I ordered 2 more of them because I was like, and a bathing suit or swimsuit. Birdwell didn't have swimsuits. Like, they're just like mid-thigh swimsuits. They didn't have them before, but they have them now. And so I ordered 2 swimsuits and 2 shirts because I really like the shirt. That brand Birdwell, I'm telling you right now, I have never, the shorts that I bought, the corduroy shorts, I bought a pair of those, but in a size smaller too. I have never had a brand where literally, like, everything that I buy from there I love. Like, the pants I bought, they were big. I had to send them back and get a smaller size. I love those corduroy pants. They're like big corduroy pants. Not big, but like the corduroy is big. Do you know what I'm talking about? But anyway, like, everything from that brand that I order, I have absolutely 100% loved. Birdwell, Birdwell. I love everything by them. So they're very like surfer kind of clothes. So if you like that, they have like t-shirts and stuff like that. Oh, that was the other thing. I bought it says Birdwell, and then it says the Grateful Dead underneath it, and has, like, you know, the thing on it. So I bought a Birdwell Grateful Dead t-shirt too. So anyway, I was online last night and I was looking around at some stuff because I'm buying myself a few things for my birthday that I want, right? And so I was like, you know, I bought myself, my friend Valerie yesterday, I love you, Valerie, but she was texting me, and she was like, I haven't shown anybody what I got for myself for my birthday when I bought Alex's stuff, okay? Like, I bought myself 2 things. I haven't shown anybody. They're literally in a bag in the basement. Alex knows that. I haven't taken them out of the box. I haven't even looked at them myself. I haven't opened them out of the box because I want Alex to have his birthday presents, and then I'm going to open mine after, you know? Like, so she's texting me last night, and she's like, what did you buy for yourself? Because she heard me talking about it in the vlog. She's like, what did you buy for yourself? And I was like, she was like, what did you buy yourself from Gucci? And I was like, you'll have to wait and see, or something like that. She's like, it's not that serious. And I'm like, so finally, she just kept on asking. I was like, I just told her what I got. She's like the only one that knows. I haven't told anybody. I haven't told Tiny Jean. I haven't told Caroline, Alex. I haven't even looked at this stuff. It's literally sitting in boxes in a bag in the basement. So anyway, I was like thinking about that last night. I was like, you know what? I bought myself a couple nights, like every year for my birthday, I buy myself like one really nice thing that I like. So y'all know that I love, okay, this. I like the idea. Is Alex in the kitchen? I don't think so. I like the idea of collecting things, but I kind of like, I'd start it and then I get bored of it, right? Like I don't do it after a while. Like for a while, I like with my ex, we collected matchboxes and like every place we went. And so I had a bunch of those, but that was kind of like our thing. So I got rid of that when like I kept on doing it for a while after Alex and I was just like, no, that was me and my ex's thing. So then I was buying like all these like glass, like really unique glass animals that I would see like on Etsy or at stores and whatever that look like homemade. I loved them, like clear, like blown glass. But then I got kind of over that because like 2 of them broke. So I was like, okay, this is not, I gotta buy something that like, you know, I can keep up with. So anyway, I love the idea of collecting something, but I'm just like snow globes, but I'm just not like great with it, right? Like I do it for a while and then I get kind of bored of it. Remember I wanted to do those things that were like the televisions, you know, that like for Christmas, I was like, I'm going to start collecting those. That didn't happen. Then I was like, I'm going to collect snow globes. So I get the idea of it. I like the idea of collecting things. I think it's cute, but I don't do it. So, but I love artwork, okay? I love artwork. So last night I was on Instagram. Oh, this beautiful bird. She's like yellow and blue. What is she? She's kind of like... plump, like pear-shaped, kind of like down like this. She's beautiful. I've never seen a bird like her in this neighborhood before. She's just sitting in my tree looking at me. So there's this, do you guys know, okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm constantly putting up those pictures. I wish I had my phone with me. I'm constantly putting up those pictures of like animals that live in like little houses and trees. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I repost them on my Instagram all the time. But it's not just like, it's a bird sitting in a tree. It's like, imagine if a bird had like a human house in a tree with like a bed and a kitchen and things like that. It's just, I love it. I love the imagination. I've always, like, there's like this, people send me this all the time. I've seen it like a million times on Instagram, but it's like, this is how I imagined animals to live when I was a kid. I still think of that. I still think that animals have like houses in the ground and things like that, right? Like I think that way. So there's like 2 artists that I absolutely love. One of them, I cannot pronounce her name. It starts with a U. It's like Utonia something. And I love her stuff. The other one is this woman, and I read her bio. I don't think it says where she's from, but her name's like Christina Kalanova or something like that. Her stuff is beautiful. She does like pictures of like looking outside at like deer on like the ice in wintertime. She does like squirrels that have like houses and knot holes in trees, and they have little Christmas trees and stuff and beds set up, and I love it. Okay, I love her stuff. Well, she had posted something on Instagram. She does these homemade leather-bound notebooks, and they're like one of a kind. And so she had one on there, and I was like, well, I want to go see how much these are, because I was like, they're going to be super expensive, which, I mean, they were expensive. They weren't as expensive as I thought they would be for like one of a kind, right? So I went over to her website, and it's all like in euros, so I like had to translate it because I didn't know. And so I looked at this notebook, and the notebook was like, I think it was like 55 or 58 euros, and I like, it was like, it's like the same, it's like $50, $55 or something like that. And I was like, but it's beautiful, and it has one of her prints on the cover of it, and each page is different, and it wraps with this like leather twine. It's so cool. So I was like, I'm getting this for my birthday. Like, I love notebooks and journals. Like, that's one thing I kind of do collect without calling it a collection. But then she has some of her prints framed. And I was like, I'm going to start collecting these. I'm going to start collecting some of these favorite artists of mine that I see on Instagram that post these pictures. These pictures make me so happy. Like, I don't even know how to explain it to you. Like, when I'm having, like, a down day and I look at these pictures and they're, like, little animals living, like, in trees or having tea with each other or reading a book in bed. Like, it makes me so happy to just think, like, of the innocent world of animals, right? And so I was like, I'm going to buy one of these framed prints. I'm not going to just buy a print because then I'll never frame it. I'm going to buy one of the framed prints that she has because she has, like, these really unique frames in there. And they're one of a kind, too. So I bought one, and I was like, it's your birthday. They're not super expensive. Support an artist. Go in there. She has like 173,000 followers. She don't need me supporting her. But like, she does like one thing, like one book, and then it's sold out. Like, they're all sold out. So I bought like 2 framed prints of hers, and I bought this notebook. And then I went into her Etsy store, because she's an Etsy store too, and she has all these prints, and I thought all the because the framed ones, I bought 2 framed ones of ones that I really like, but they're not like my favorite. The ones that she had listed. She only had like 8 listed. But, like, of my favorite pictures of her, she doesn't have them framed. She just has prints of them. And I thought, okay, we're going to see how long it takes for this stuff to get here, you know, from wherever she lives, because she lives somewhere in Europe. I don't know. And I want to see, like, if I really like it in person, and if I do, because the prints are not that expensive. I mean, they're expensive, but not, like, I mean, they're $20 or $30 for a print. I think that's fantastic. And I was like, I love these pictures. Maybe I will start collecting some of these different artists that I love that do the animals and the trees, you know, or the animals that have, like, it's like, there'll be, like, somebody, like, it'll be, like, you'll see the ground, like, the grass, and then it'll be, like this, and it shows their, like, house underneath the ground. I love those. They make me so happy. I was like, I'm gonna start, you know, like, I buy this stuff, and whatever, I buy myself, like, something luxury brand every year for my birthday, or whatever Alex and I do for Christmas, but it's like, I really don't need that stuff. Like, I wanna invest in some stuff that makes me really happy, like cozy stuff, you know? And so I was like, I'm gonna buy these. So I bought those last night. I was really excited about it, you guys, when I got done. I was like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait till this notebook. I gotta figure out what I wanna do with this notebook. So my mom and I, well, for my mom 1 year, and I did it for my ex too, and I've done it for Alex as well. I took a plain, like, notebook. My mom's was not, Alex's, I think I bought him, was like leather, and you, like, tied it. And I just got it at, like, Barnes & Noble, or Borders was gone by then, Barnes & Noble. And what I did was, I just, like, inscribed it to them. I've talked about this before. This is, if you want a personal gift, this is a personal gift that's not too expensive. You could do it for a wedding, you could do it for a birthday, you could do it for an anniversary, you could do it for anything. And so what you do is, like, on the first page, and you just get blank pages, like a journal that's blank pages, right? And then I like, tried to find a journal that matched that person. So, like, Alex's is, like, very, like, masculine, leather tie on the end, you know? My mom's had, like, this woman's painting on the front of it. I can't remember the one that I got from my ex. But anyway, in the beginning of it, my mom's I didn't fill all the way. Alex's I filled all, or maybe it was Alex's I didn't fill all the way, because I think I gave it to him at, like, 3 years or something like that. It was my mom's I did fill all the way, and I have hers. So what it is you inscribe it, and you just say, this is a memory book of all the things I remember about you, you know, and these are all the things that I love. And so each page is just a different memory. Not a paragraph, literally just, like, a word, right? Like, I used to call Tucker Tukes McGee, okay? Like, I don't even know where that came from, right? And so, like, on one page I would write, like, Tukes McGee, okay? And, or, like, the next, like, we call Boo Radley Boobs or Booby, right? And so we would, like on the next page, I put in parentheses, like, boobs or booby, right? Like, hey, boobs, because we always say, hey, boobs, what's going on? And so, like, write that on, like, the next page, you know? And then, like, the next page, like, if I was doing this for Alex, I would do something like eating dinner at the deck in Miami or something like that, you know? Like, just a small memory of something that, like, for both of us makes us really happy or is really endearing to us. So I'm thinking about, maybe for me, using that notebook of just memories that mean stuff to me in my life, you know, and just having it for me. I think that might be what I might do with it. So yeah, okay, but about the calendar book. So for those of you that do not know, I came up with this idea that I was going to get, like, a date calendar book, you know, where it says, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then, like, each day. I saw one somewhere, I was, like, seeing somebody journal. I saw it online somewhere, maybe TikTok, or I don't really go to TikTok, so Instagram probably, but somebody was just, like, they were showing, like, their journal, and their journal was, like, an calendar book like that, but it was all just, like, they had, like, a cup of coffee drawn and, like, flour, and they were, like, had coffee and hazelnut coffee, and then they were, like, got daisies at the market and things like that, and I loved it, right? Because I want to be able to look back and be like, okay, June 10th, what did I do June 10th, right? And it wouldn't be like, I don't love, like, the journaling of, like, the writing the pages out and the press conference and, oh, dear journal, like go ask Alice kind of thing. So I bought this diary journal thing, right? But when I got it in the mail, the first one, it didn't have any dates in it. I was, like, real over it. I was like, this doesn't have any dates in it. It doesn't have, like, 2024. It doesn't have, like, April, January, March, December. It just, like, you put those in there, right? And I didn't like that. I wanted one that had dates in it so I could collect them. And I'd have, like, 2024, 25, 2025, 26. I could keep them, you know, collect them. So I got another one, and I got it online. It's perfect. It's exactly what I want. It's black, leather bound, small. It's perfect, right? It's exactly what I want. It has enough space for each and I've been keeping in my phone, like, what I've been doing every day so far in June. And I've been writing in my other one, like, when I go to the pool, and I circle it, because I want to remember how many days, you know, I look back and be like, well, I got my use out of the pool this summer. I went to the pool a lot, right? So last night, was it last night? Alex and I were getting, was it last time we watched RuPaul's Drag Race last night. So we were watching RuPaul's Drag Race last night. As it started, I was like, I'm just gonna like translate or transcribe what I have in my phone over to my new calendar book starting on June 1st, right? So that starting on June 1st, every day I would have written what I did every day, and then I was gonna carry it over like every day for the camera stopped. I carried over every day, you know, for the rest of the summer, fall, whatever. Just look back. So I would know, like, okay, and I just put down things like, have this kind of coffee, watch this show, ate this for dinner, Alex and I went out to dinner with so-and-so, you know, watch this movie, whatever. Took a 2-hour nap, whatever, you know, hung out with Boo Radley that day. You know, if something happened in my day, you know, Tanya told me this or whatever, right? Just, you know, Cousin Fun Day with Caroline, we went here or whatever, right? Just little things. And so that I could, like, look back on and be like, oh, that was such a fun day, or, oh, I remember that day, or whatever, right? So I pulled this new calendar book out last night. I'm so excited to put all my stuff in there and start putting when I'm going to the pool and stuff. It's a 2024-2025 calendar, okay? I showed it in the hall and everything, and I was like, this is so perfect. It starts July 1st. It starts July 1st of 2024. So then I was like pissed. And then I was like, I'm getting back on Amazon and I'm ordering another one. I was like, you know what? Just forget it. Just let June go. Just enjoy June. You don't have to write all this stuff down for June. Just start it in July. I actually was also thinking about the thing that I'd started about doing like the 52 thing on Instagram or Shorts where every day I would do a life lesson. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm like having a hard time as it is, like getting these videos up in a day. And that would literally only take me like 5 or 10 minutes. But I just don't think I need to add one more thing. I'm writing these books. I don't really talk much about that, but I'm working on this cozy mystery and I'm working on this Christmas book and stuff. And I just am like watching these shows and, you know, taking Boo Radley out and doing all this kind of stuff. I mean, it actually takes a long time to film all these videos and upload them. I know it doesn't seem like that because I don't edit and things like that, right? But if, like, today I filmed 6 videos, including this, well, okay, so the time, so, like, my drama video was 52 minutes. We're already at 31 minutes over here. So the time that it takes to film the videos, then to render them, it takes, like, 20 minutes, half an hour, and then to upload them takes a half an hour to an hour. The vlog takes longer than that, so I don't upload it on my phone. Sometimes I do to get it up there quickly, but usually I upload it on my computer, so it takes like 2 to 3 hours, usually about 3 hours. And so it's like when all's said and done, I started at what today, you know, like organizing stuff, looking at my notes and whatever at like 1:30, 1 or 1:30, and now it's like it'll be like 9 o'clock before. I mean, that's like a full work day, you know? I know it doesn't seem like that, but it's like, I don't think I need to add one more thing. I really wanted to do that this year. But, you know, I'm also like, I was talking about this in my video the other day about like, what am I giving my energy to, you know? And I was talking to my Peter Rosen's video today about peace and serenity. And I thought, I don't know that adding one more thing that I'm going to want to do, but I'm also going to feel committed to doing. I don't know that I think that's the right thing to do right now, you know? I don't have a problem coming out with an idea and being like, I have to postpone the idea. I mean, like, I don't know that I'll never do it. Now I'm thinking, like, well, let's kind of get things organized. That's why when Caroline and I were talking about the podcast, I said, no. If we do it, it's going to be sometime in 2025 and not January 1st. So, like, we're going to backburn. I've got too much going on right now. And she was like, yeah, I agree. I have no problem being like, yeah, I had to postpone this idea, or I didn't think it was a good idea, or like, you know, whatever. I have no problem doing that, you know, like the Christmas movie thing. I really wanted to do that this year. Logistically, it's just not going to work, you know. I'm trying my best to work on this book. The book may come out this year. I hope it does. But like to get the movie done and then write the screenplay how I want to do it and get everybody together to film it in a winter setting. That's the other thing. In a winter setting. In time to put out by Christmas, I just don't think it's realistic. I just don't think it's realistic. I think realistically what I'm going to have to do is get the book done first, write a rough draft screenplay. I've got most of the people that I want to be in it already confirmed. But like if I did it 2 years from now, they would still confirm and do it, right? And so I'm like, okay, so if I do it sometime in the next 2 years, what I'll do is just pick a place and get an Airbnb, like in a winter location. But the thing is, it also has to be like where it would need to be around here somewhere, because I don't want to pay travel expenses for everybody, you know? I mean, you're doubling the price of stuff, so. And also when it's convenient for people, you know, when it works for them, because these are all people that are, you know, willing to do it and whatever. And so, and I said I would pay them and all that kind of stuff, which is true, but I got to figure out, you know, I mean, just because I'm going to pay him doesn't mean I'm going to pay him $20,000. I mean, it's not like it's going to be, you know, a major motion picture or anything like that. And so it's got to be convenient for when they can do it. So just all of that kind of stuff. But I don't have a problem coming out and being like, yeah, I have this idea that I want to do, but it didn't happen. I mean, I'm still going to do it. I just don't know. You know, for me, it's like figuring it out. Maybe it will be, you know, based on my book and it'll end up being for people, you know, or I really want to stick with this Christmas idea, but the whole thing takes place around like a blizzard, like a storm. You know, maybe I'll have to change the storm. Maybe it won't be a blizzard. I like thought about that in writing the book, you know, like, but I don't want to change the book to match what I want to do for the movie. But I don't have a problem coming out and being like, yeah, like I had this idea and whatever. I wanted to do the 52 thing where it was like every day for a year. I don't know. Maybe I still will do it. Other people are like, just do one for a week. I could do that. That wouldn't really be that wouldn't be that hard at all. That I, you know, do one like Instagram story a week or reel. I might do that. I also just don't know that I think anybody would really watch it. You know what I mean? Like, is anybody going to watch it if I put them up? Like, what lesson I learned for the week? Would anybody care? I don't know. He is in the kitchen. Maybe it's my neighbor, because I don't see the light on in the kitchen. Unless he's heating something up. Oh my God, you guys, last night, do you remember I was talking about that curry stuff that I got from Trader Joe's? It's not expired for months, okay? It's still good. I had that curry last night while I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race with Alex, and the first time I don't remember it doing this to me, but like I ate the curry, it was good. So it's like jasmine rice with like this yellow curry stuff or green curry, I don't know what it is, but it was good. It was really delicious. But like 20 minutes afterwards, my stomach was like, I mean, it was making all kinds of funny sounds. Like I've never had that issue with curry before. It was it was like really bothering me. I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. My stomach was really hurting. Oh, so anyway, then I also like have this idea for this book that I was talking about the girl that gets left on the side of the road. So I think I'm going to use the other book, the other calendar book for that, and maybe use it as like a diary book where she just writes some things and like just not like as the book, but like where her mom finds it. So I was going to go through there and start writing stuff in there as if it was hers. And then I could write whatever dates in there, and that would work perfectly for that. So I think I'm going to use that as that when I decide to work on that. First and foremost, the book that I really want to put out is just Cozy Mystery. I just have 1,000,001 ideas, and all of them I want to do, and all the shows I want to watch, and all the movies I want to watch, and all that kind of stuff. And no, we still haven't watched Damsel yet, but I have all the shows I want to watch, and movies I want to watch, books I want to read. I just brought out like another book that I had in my bookshelf. I was looking for something else. I was like, oh, I want to read this. And I brought this other book out. I was like, don't start another book. You got too many books going at the same time right now. It's like I want to do it all. There's not enough time, you know? Not enough time to enjoy all the things, but I enjoy all the things, so. But those aren't like things you have to do, you know what I mean? Like those aren't like, I was talking about this in my Peterson's video about like, you know, freaking out about things you know, like catastrophizing everything. Like those are things I get to do. Those are things I love to do, you know? They're not like, I have to do this. You know, those are like making videos and watching shows and reading books and writing books, and those are things I get to do. You know, those are things I love to do. I get to hang out with my husband. I get to hang out with my dog all day long. You know, those are things that I am blessed to be able to do. And I don't want to look at those things as like things that I, you know, have you ever like done something that you love and then you start to look at it as like, you feel like you have to do it? Like I've done that in my life before. I don't want to ever get back into that again, you know? Especially like, I've talked to so many YouTubers through the years, and it's interesting, like, people that have been doing this a lot longer than me. And when I would talk to them, they wouldn't necessarily use the word burnout, because I don't really think that's what it was, if you want to know the truth. I think they just were overdoing what they had been doing, because they've been doing YouTube for so long. that I didn't ever want it to get like that for me, which is one of the reasons why I feel so blessed that I have so many channels. Because, you know, like, let's say if a video that I'm doing on my drama channel is like really dark matter and like, you know, or dark subject matter, it's like, then I get to turn around to my review channel and do something real funny, you know, and, you know, watch a TV show and review it on my review channel, you know, or at the end of the day, just sit down here and talk to all you guys. Like, each of those channels kind of like can serve a cathartic purpose for me, right? So it works for me. But I can remember talking to so many people, and they're just like, some of them would just be like, yeah, I just can't, like, I'd be like, well, you don't post as often as you used to post. And they'd be like, yeah, I just don't have it in me anymore. Have it in you for what? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm like 8 years in doing this. There are days that I wake up where I wouldn't say that there are days that I wake up where I don't feel like filming. I wouldn't say that. Every day that I wake up, I feel like filming. There are things I want to film. There are days that I wake up that I'm very sad, or I'm very down, or something has happened in my personal life. I think the tough days are especially when things happen in my personal life that are things that I don't share on video. That things that happen to, like, my friends and like with their families or their partners or friends of mine that I don't talk about on camera. I have a lot of friends that I don't talk about, you know, and I have friends of mine that are struggling in recovery. And you know, I think it's days like that I struggle to get on video. Never with really the vlog. I don't really have, like, but there are just some days where I'm just like, usually the days that I don't vlog are days that I just want to hang out with Alex and, you know, Boo Rally. Those are like the days I'm just like, you know what, I need to take a day and just relax and just, you know, not. But the vlog isn't hard because you guys just allow me to be who I want to be. So if I come on here, let's just say I leave out an entire part of my day and don't talk about, well, you know, like, this happened and I had, you know, went over and was with my friend while they were going through something really difficult, blah, 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 whatever. Like, if it's somebody I don't talk about on this channel or it's something that I don't want to draw attention to because it's not my story to tell, I just don't share that piece, right? And the thing is that I can still be myself. And I think, like, I can say, like, I'm, you know, been a rough day or what. Like, that's not today. Today's not one of those days. But I can just say, like, this has been a rough day or whatever, right? Like, there's a lot of days that, like, I'll go to meetings, and I don't talk about going to meetings on here because what started happening was people would show up at meetings sometimes. And so, it was hard for me to just kind of have my own space without, like, and nobody was mean about it. I mean, everybody was really, really nice, but if I would say, like, I'm going to a meeting here, then somebody would show up and be like, oh, well, I heard that you got, you know, whatever, you go to this meeting, and so... and that's just out of self-protection, and I hope that everybody understands that. I hope they do. You know, it's like, so anyway, so it's never hard to get on the vlog and just be like, tell you guys about my day and like what's going on and blah, 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 whatever. And like, in all honesty, if like that's been the case, like, let's say if something horrible's happened and I've been on the phone for, you know, 2 or 3 hours, where I just leave that out, right? Like, that's not a problem. And honestly, then this helps me because this is so cathartic just to talk to you guys. Like that, like I'm saying, this is not today. Today's been a good day. But like, I mean, it didn't go the way I wanted to. I didn't get enough done that I wanted to do, but it's been a good day. So, but there's been, you know, a few days like that in the past. And, but what's hard is, like, having all that going on and then getting in a video and flipping a fan. There are just some days I can't do it, in all honesty, that I just am like, I just can't flip a fan today. Like, it's just, there's too much serious shit that are affecting people that I love that I can't. And you know, I have in the past done it. I have in the past done it and been like, you know, and sometimes, in all honesty, like, it's kind of helped me. Alex and Tanya really get that. Like, they really have gotten that. Like, Alex at times, like, I've had, like, I can remember there's been some days that have just been, like, really tough, and Alex would be like, why don't you just make a video? Like, you love it. Like, you're, like, in it, like, in that moment, right? You're flipping a fan, you're telling jokes. Like, it might make you feel, there's always fuzz just started floating around. I always feel like my mom's around me when I say that. But, you know, Alex will say that. And Tanya will say, like, you're always just so happy when you're filming your, like, drama video and your review videos. And, you know, maybe that would help you, you know? And so, there are days that I've done it. But some days I'm just like, I can't. Like, there's just too much going on for me to get in a video and talk about something like, you know, this. But I think it's also healthy for me too, you know, like, I've had friends of mine that have gone through like really, really horrific shit in their life, and like after 2 or 3 days, they'll like go to work or they'll go back to work out or whatever, and people will be like, why are you not taking off more time? And they're like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit in the house and be sad all the time? You know, like there is a part of that. There's a part of allowing yourself, hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. There's a part of allowing yourself to feel whatever you're going through, and I think that that's important in that moment. But then I think there's also an importance in putting one foot in front of the other, because life goes on, you know? And YouTube has allowed that for me, you know, through the years. So, yeah. But I can remember talking to people in the past and be like, this is how I got into it. Yeah, I just don't have it in me. And it wasn't because like they were going through anything anymore. They just were like, and people always equate it to burnout. Like they always say, I think I'm in burnout or whatever. I'm just like, reinvent yourself. Do something. Like, why'd you get in it to begin with? You know, it's like, I don't know. I feel those of us that get to do this and call our own shots and work from home and literally can do whatever make videos about whatever we want. I feel like it's a rather charmed life, if you want to know the truth. I mean, I've said that to more people than you know, okay, that are complaining about being influencers, YouTubers, whatever they want to call themselves, Instagrammers, TikTokers. When they start complaining, and I've had quite a few people complain to me, I'll be like, we live extremely charmed lives. You do realize that, right? Like, people watch our videos and they watch your TikToks or whatever, and we get to sit at home and do all that and travel and be with our friends and family. And like, there are people that are working 3 jobs and putting food on the table for their kids, right? Like, as single parents that don't even have 5 minutes to take a break from themselves because they have 3 kids under the age of 4. Like, and you're complaining because you have to make content, which I think is such bullshit when people say that to me. But you're complaining because you have to make 1 TikTok today or a YouTube video. Like, cry me a river. Like, we have blessed lives, you know? Is there crap that goes along with it? Absolutely. There's crap that goes along with everything, you know? Are there negative sides to what we do? Sure. Are there negative sides to what everybody does? Hell yeah, you know? I mean, let's just be for real. This is a blessing. I've never, like, there's not a day that goes by. I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, Alex and I, Tanya and I, Caroline and I, we talk about that all the time. I mean, like, when I pick up the stuff from the P.O. box, Caroline's always, like, the first thing she says when I get in the car, she's like, people are so nice to you, Peter. Like, they're just so nice to you. Alex is always, like, people will message him, like, if I don't see something, and he'll send it to me, and he'll be like, hey, I just wanted to make sure you got this. And he always is like, people are so nice to you. Like, even when the stuff drives him crazy because it piles up in there, the P.O. boxes and whatever, he's like, I can't believe all these people send you this stuff. And he's like, when we do Q&As and people, like, say stuff, and oh, he got a kick out of the last time I talked about, this wasn't a Q&A, but I was talking about him staring into the camera. He's like, people like me when I stare into the camera. They think it's funny. He's like, people are so nice, you know, like when Pee-Pee passed away and all the messages that Alex got. I mean, like, that really, really helped him, you know? So yeah, there's negative that goes along with it, but there's so much positive that goes along with it. You guys are so incredible to me and my family and my friends. You really are, you know? And I know in the last year I've talked a lot about the negative sides of what goes along with that, and that's a part of it. But the positive overpowers the negative any day of the week. I mean, it really does. And I mean, like, on top of just living a blessed life, it's like all that love and kindness from people that I've never even met in my life, that got my husband through one of the darkest times of his life, you know? I mean, things like that. I mean, the support you guys gave me after the accident with pancreatitis, and, you know, on and on and on. It's just, people have just been so, like, so kind, you know? And I don't know, it's a blessed life. I have a blessed life, and I'm grateful for it. So, but on that note, I'm going to get off here now, and I'm going to go inside and get these videos up and all this kind of stuff before it's too late, because I was just going to vlog for like 20 or 30 minutes tonight, so I vlogged a little bit longer than I thought I would. Last night my video was like 59 minutes and 40 seconds. I knew Tia was going to say something. She's like 59 minutes and 40 seconds? She probably was crying emojis, because she was always like, why can't you just make it over an hour? I knew she was going to say something. As soon as I saw it, because I was like, I knew I didn't go over an hour because it would have been like, if I'd gone over an hour, it would have been, so each clip is 30 minutes, right? Like 29 minutes and 59 seconds. So if it would have been like 3 clips instead of 2. So I knew that I hadn't stopped it, or like it hadn't stopped twice when I went into the third one, you know? So I knew that. So I knew it wasn't over an hour. And as soon as I stopped it, I was like, Tia's going to say something. I knew it. I knew that right away. That cracked me up. Like that made my night last night when I saw that on there and I posted it and she was like, oh my God, 59 minutes and 40 seconds. Well, this one is 49 minutes and 40 seconds. So I love you guys. I hope that you're having a magically amazing Monday and a fantastic beginning to your week. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Love you.